YouTubers, this is Liam DST14R. How you guys doing? Hey, hey, hey. Okay, enough with the shenanigans. This is a layout update video. As you guys can see, I got the Hot Wheels cars on the layout. Well, actually, Hot Wheels and Matchbox, I should say. I got them all on the layout, and it looks good. Good. It's from Bruce Almighty. Okay, but anyway, yeah. Got all the cars on the layout. Got a fleet of police cars there. Tow truck. I got a convoy going here. I got like a whole lot of police cars. Got all my fire vehicles set up. There's my 4 F350 super lifts. There's my F550, my ambulance, my Corvette. Got all my other cars out here. What else? Oh, I found the other radiator. The other radiator to my roundhouse box cab diesel. So now she's completely back together. Glued that back on. What else did I find? I found my Canadian National well car. I did have 2 of these, but when I bought them, they never really tracked right. They never really ran right. So I tried to modify one to make it a shorter one, but it didn't work. This is the only one I got left. This is my other well car that I'll be fixing. I found another Varney coal car that I had. I had the PRR, the CNO, and now I have this one. So now this one's going to be up and running soon. It's not going to take much to get that up and running. I just need to get some weights for it. Matter of fact, these are the same ones that Model Railroad Magazine, that's the layout crew, they do, the ones that do the layouts and stuff, they use the exact same cars for their little Virginia based layout, the exact same ones. Their coal loads don't look like mine. This is a plastic one. They use cast resin for their molds, and then what they do is they glue real coal on the top of that to make it look real. So yeah, I found an old freight car kit that I had. I forget who made it, but it was supposed to be a boom car kit, and I just turned it into like a slab car or like a rail car or something. I turned it into something like that. So yeah, something. I never really finished that. I was just, when I first made this car, I just was bored and I wanted to do something. So yeah. And the glue that I used, it was that plastic cement. It's horrible. Never use plastic cement. They say it's supposed to work. It doesn't work. It melts every plastic part you put together. It turns into like this runny mush. Never get plastic cement. Never. Always get your Zappagat glue. Medium CA. Gap filling formula. Bonds virtually anything. Works on oily surfaces. But there are some side effects. But this is the best on the market. No doubt in my mind. Yeah. This is expensive too. The big ones anyway. Like $9 or $10 for that. Let's see what else. Scoot on down here. Got some cars here. So I got some stuff going on there. Got some stuff going on in the roundhouse there. My Bobcat and the bulldozer on the flatbed there. I bought my FD, I think it was FD or FW, F2D generator car out. Haven't seen this guy in a while. Now in the this is from Alco Model Products. In the original sets, you get the generator one. Well, both parts carry generators, but this one's more suited to carry like high loads, like loads that are really high, so they fit in here like this and they protrude out to the bottom like that a little bit. But this particular one didn't come with the depression part, and I don't understand why, because usually they have both in the box. But when I bought this, which was from BrassTrains.com, this was back in I think it was 05, 06, yeah, 05. When I bought this, it only had this part in there. When I saw it on the website, I had to get it. It's a very, very beautiful car. It's got the 8-wheel tender trucks on it, so 8, 16, 24, 8, 16, 24, 32 wheels. It's the longest car that I have on my layout. It's over a foot long, well over a foot long. And it pretty much tracks very well, and other trains can get by it. Now, I was looking at the radius of my layout, and I'm thinking that the new Schnennable cars that Bachmann made will be able to clear all my turns and will allow other trains to pass, because if I'm looking correctly, the load will swing out over here in this section. But there'll still be enough clearance here that my trains can get by, so I'm not too worried about that. Now, here, I might be a little concerned. But this track plan is going to be temporary anyway. Well, I'm going to replace it and make it better. I'm probably going to be building a new layout soon. As you guys can see, that area's been cleared out. So yeah, I'm getting ready to do the big thing now. Yeah. I got the, I think it's the I keep forgetting it, F2D flat car, or FDW1. One of the weird names. One of those things. I got it coupled up to my HD gondola. HD stands for heavy duty. I should call this the Battleship Gon. I should call it the no, well, there was another one called the Battleship. That was the Virginian 6-axle gondolas that haul coal. Those were called battleships. Well, I think this is a battleship in a way because it's big, articulated. I'll just call it heavy duty. I'll figure out a name for it. No, Titan. The Titan Gon. Yeah. Instead of saying it's the HD Gon or heavy duty Gon, I'll call it the Titan Gondola. It's got 3, 6, 9, 12 wheels, Buckeye trucks, roller bearings. I built this car like, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It carries everything. You actually need 2 gondolas to make this car. 2 gondolas for the ends, and then a standard one in the middle, and then you need 2 IHC car kits and some long screws and some other parts, and then you're basically set to go. But yeah, that's basically it. Excuse me. I found a new frame for my Southern Pacific pulpwood car. I had one laying around. I was looking around in this bag, and I had all these parts. That's where I found all these parts at. I had a bunch of parts in a bag, and I was looking for them. I found that frame in there. I found that car in there. I found the radiator to my box cab diesel in there. I even found my plow that I wanted to use. And I even found this in there. I don't even know how in the world it got in there. But this was my my other SD24. I think it was going to be called an SD25R. I'm not really sure, but it's got the SD40-2 fans in the rear. Doesn't have any fans in the front anymore. I still need to finish that, but I just need a base for it. Either that, or I don't know, I'll just leave it as like one of those shells or one of those hoods that are just left around, you know, like a part source or something. I don't know. I haven't really decided yet. I don't even know where to put this thing. Let's put it right here. What else? I got my SD40P out here for the New York Central. Had that thing for a way long time. And I even got this car fixed. This car's fixed. The bottom kept bulging out of it. And I don't know what kind of plastic this is, but for some reason it just doesn't want to conform to the body right. Like every time even with that Zap-A-Gap glue, it just melts the plastic. Not the car, the frame. So, and this is an Athearn Blue Box frame, but I don't know what type of plastic they were using this time. Maybe it was just a test or something. I don't know, but it was a kit. And I don't even know what railroad this is. This is a freelanced railroad that someone made. They did the decals nice, though. And it is orange, so that's my favorite color. I don't even know what the letters stand for, so please don't ask me. I don't even know. I bought it at Nicholas Smith years ago. And the reason why I bought it is because it was the color, black and orange. It was very unique. I think I might use this as like a big giant cement hopper. I might use this as a giant... Okay, yes, I know it's a grain car, but you don't see orange grain cars rolling around, do you? I mean, I never seen them. I never seen orange grain cars. This looks more, to me, it could be like a giant cement hopper. It would haul a lot of cement, I know that. I mean, they probably had to stay close to this car's weight. This is more than a 70. I think this is like a. This is not 100. This is more than a 100-ton car. More than 100 tons. But I think I'll put this in my cement hopper fleet. This would just look. It would look too out of place to be a grain car, don't you think? I think it would. So, I think that'd be a oddity for cement hoppers. What else? Let me clear this path out here. See if I can get you guys. That's not gonna work. Oh, that's going the wrong way. Yeah, that helps go backwards. Psst. Got my Amtrak ballast train out here. And I was right. I do have the 783. Now I was on Facebook. I was on Facebook yesterday, and this another YouTuber, another Facebook, not YouTuber, bleh, another Facebook person posted a picture of the real 783. I mean, that thing looks so dilapidated and rusty. It's not even funny. The Amtrak logo's gone on it. And I looked at the number. I said, wait a minute. I've seen that engine before. I remember when I was a kid, I would see it at 30th Street. I remember one time me and my dad got off the train, and he told me to wait at the platform with him. I'm like, why? I was like, I wanted to go home, and all of a sudden, the 783 and the sister unit came rolling around this big curve with a concrete tie train. Well, it was empty, but they blew their horns, and they had, I think one unit had I think one was an ex-Rock Island horn. I think it was a Rock Island, like an ex-Rock Island P5. I think it was an ex-Rock Island unit because it had like a Rock Island, it was an M5 or a P5 horn, but it had a very distinctive tone. And the engineer was very nice, and that train was long. I wish I had a camera with me that day. Wish I had a camera with me. Had a caboose on it too. The it was the one of the ex New York Central cabooses on the rear. But that train was long. I mean, 2 Jeeps. I don't know how many cars, but that thing took like it was going at a good clip. He was doing about 35, 40 miles an hour. But that was a long train. But yeah, that's so I do have the 783, but it's got the Leslie honkers on there. Very nice. This is actually I think I'll buy Jeeps from Atlas from now on, and Kato. I don't know if Kato makes the Jeep 35. I don't know if they made the Jeep 7 or 9. They made it with Atlas. I do have it. Well, of course, this is an Atlas one. It has Kato trucks on it and components. So I have this one, and I have a Rock Island one. Rock Island with that special paint scheme. I think it was called the I don't know what it was. It's red, white, and black, and it says Rock Island Rocket on the side. I don't know what that's called. Maybe it's called the Rocket scheme or something. I'm not really too familiar with that scheme, but I have that one. But I think I'll go and buy Atlas Jeeps from now on. I'm probably thinking about getting the Bachmann one, not the Bachmann, bleh, the Athearn Genesis ones. Still a little concerned about the railings. I mean, yeah, the Atlas ones, they're dainty, but they're not as, I mean, look, see that? I can literally just go like this and like that. I'm not going to do it like that though, but I'm going to go like, I mean, you can't do that with the Athearn ones. The Athearn ones, you just do it like, you just touch it lightly, it breaks. You know. And the advantage with the Atlas ones is all the frame here is cast metal. Right here. The only thing that's plastic is the shell. Everything else is cast metal. Tank is cast metal. All this is cast metal. And the threadway, the threaded walkway is made into the cast metal, which is sick. I like it. There was a guy in the latest issue of Model Railroad magazine. He took a Atlas unit like this and turned it into a Power Canadian National Slug. He actually had to ream, like, drill or not drill. He had to use a drill press to actually deepen the frame so that he could sit the original motor in there. I think that's a good idea to do. That's a good idea to do, but that takes a lot of time. I think another way is if you take the motor, or take a smaller motor and put it inside in the original motor's place. Because the shell has to be cut low. It has to be like that low. Like, what's a good illustration? What's a good illustration? Do I have anything? Like, okay, I'll use this as an illustration. Like, you see, like, the top of the walkway? Like, the top of the railings here? Like, this styrene's resting on the railings. That's how low the shell has to be. Okay? That means he had to take out a big chunk of the frame until the motor sat virtually at the bottom of the fuel tank in the inside here. And that was so cool. And I was saying to myself, yes, that's one way to do it. Or he could have done it another way. He could have used Northwest Shortline Stanton power drives and just weighted the inside of the shell down. That's another way to make a powered slug. If you don't, if you can't get a motor inside the shell, like suppose it's, okay, because some slugs I've seen, they have super, super low hoods. Like their hoods are maybe like a half a foot tall or something. How do you get a giant motor in there? Well, if you can't do it, then what some people do is they make them dummies. Or, yeah, they make them dummies. But now you got the Northwest Shortline Stanton power drives. It doesn't matter how low the roof is. I mean, you're still going to have to keep a certain amount of hood on the locomotive to hide the bolts. But other than that, you can basically make it as low as you want. And the Stanton power drives are very powerful. I mean, you guys saw that with my high rail truck. So that's another idea. I think I might just do it that way. Because the holes are already in the frame anyway. I just need to know the wheelbase, and I can glue the truck side frames right onto the Stanton power drive. Oops, excuse me, I just had some food. But yeah, that's enough babbling there. That's what I've been doing. That's my Norfolk and Western ballast car. And there's my Amtrak ballast cars. There's my old maintenance away ballast car, my bunk car, my caboose boxcar, and my Amtrak caboose. But yeah, I have a train on the outer main, but I don't know what to put on it yet. I got the chassis and the B&O, well, they're both B&O, in the yard today, and they're hooked up to my power car and my other two coaches. So. Don't you just love that sound? So yeah, that's what I've been basically doing down here. Nothing much has changed with the wiring. Everything is pretty much the same. I'm going to be looking for a chassis for that BQ23-7 here. As I said before, I found an Atlas one, but I'm not sure if it's going to be, I'm not sure if I'll be able to use it though. But I won't know until I try. I know I can use an Atherton Blue Box one, but I don't want to use an Atherton Blue Box one. I want to put sound and DCC in this, and the best way to do that is to buy a brand spanking new, or find a second-hand. If I can find a second-hand Atlas unit that has sound and DCC, that would be nice, because I really want to get this one up and running. And I mean, just look. Look, CSX, early CSX, you could see this. Now, this is just, it's a silly illustration because I ain't got no frame for that. But look, this is early, you could say this is early CSX. You got the SCL, chassis, and the B&O. Now, if that ain't early CSX, I don't know what is. But that's a perfect lash up for early, really, really early, like early 90s, late 80s CSX. Literally. Don't you think? I think so. These units used to lead these trains, but then they turned them into slugs. And then they got rid of them. I don't even know if there are any still in existence right now. This was GE's first attempt at making like a wide safety cab unit. I like them. I mean, they're kind of unusual though, but I think the demonstrator unit 803 looks better, to be honest. demonstrator. Well, it's actually test bed unit number 803. It's kept at the Erie plant in Erie, Pennsylvania. I like it. You know, I like it better because it's got the 3-piece windshield. It really looks cool. It actually got a different cab altogether. Like originally, I think it had this cab, but then they took and made a second cab, and they stuck with it, and it's been on there ever since. So yeah, that's a little bit of GE history for you. And the shuttle, I think it's a shuttle Discovery. It made its final flight today on the back of that modified 747. So it's going to be at that museum now for forever. The end of the shuttle era has happened today. Man, I wish I was there right now. I wish I was there right now. I would be so stoked about being there, but I'm not. It's okay though. It's okay. Anyway, got all my maintenance away trucks down here. Yes, I do have. Technically, I do have 5 Oshkosh B series trucks, but 2 out of those 5 will be turned into high rail trucks. There's my Bobcat, my Snow Cat. It's not a Bobcat, it's Snowcat. Got that there. Got my LRV there. My SD24R. Had him out for a while. I need to get a box for him. My friend Radisson did that. I need to go and call him up because I got a new cell phone. I need to call him up. I need to let him know that I need him to do some weathering for me. See, I got some cars that are already weathered, but I bought these from like train shows. I got this from a YouTuber called Crazy Customs. I've been trying to get in contact with that guy, but I don't know what's happened to him. I hope he's okay. Bought these from him too. He does some amazing weathering. I don't know where he is. I've been trying to, his YouTube channel is still up, but I don't know where he is. He just, like, disappeared off the face of the earth. Maybe he's busy. I don't know. I also found my, what I should say is I dug out my one of my 3 cabooses that have custom LED lighting in them. They had metal wheels. I bought these from Stroudsburg a couple years ago. And there you go. See? You could call, well, you could say they're Freds actually, but there's a circuit board in there and everything. This is for the United States Army, by the way. So yeah, I do have a couple Army trains. I have an old bunk car. I did have I still have that rail gun, but I don't run it anymore because it just doesn't run that well. But if I decided to get like a little Army train set, I could put this on the rear. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna leave it alone and just use it as a regular train caboose, you know. But it's really cool. I have this one, and I have a Reading caboose that does the same thing, and then I have a Pennsylvania Railroad bay window caboose. I had 2 Pennsylvania Railroad bay window cabooses, but I bought all 3 of these at the same time for a great price. I heard from the guys at Stroudsburg that the person that made these lives in Lancaster. I don't know his name, but he's got great talent. I mean, look. This is how he actually made these trucks. If you look at the trucks themselves. And the wheels are insulated, so there's no shorts. There's a brass plate at the bottom there with the wire. I mean, very cool. I don't know if these are DCC compatible, though. That's the only thing I'm worried about. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But I think they're really cool. I really like them. And there's no shorts in them. Like they have what is it? Not I think it's a capacitor in there, or a constant voltage capacitor that prevents shorts or something like that. I know what I'm talking about, but I can't figure out the correct name for it. It was on the tip of my tongue and I don't remember. Don't you just hate it when you're thinking of something and you can't remember it, or you're so close to it that you can just, like, you know what you're trying to say, you know what it is, but you can't say it? Yeah, I just had one of those moments, y'all. Yeah. But yeah, got my cars out, got that out. Just wanted to show you guys some things, you know. Oh, I found my bracings for my Great Northern log car. Found my bracings. I think one's missing though. Oh man, that wasn't supposed to fall down there. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this. Show you guys what I was doing and whatnot. Oh, I found my other I found my other gas tank. There's 5 of them now. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys an update, what I did, what I have done. You know, it looks a lot different now, doesn't it? It looks like it's got more action. And that traffic lane over there curves over that way onto the right side of the mill. This traffic lane curves over to the left side of the mill. So, and then they both go across here like this. So yeah, that's a really cool feature. And I made it in such a way that I can put my trains on here and not have to worry about knocking the cars off and stuff like that. And my trackmobile's in there. I will be getting that out soon. I also did find another my rail tie car kit. Well, it's not a kit. I used the frame from that car on my Titan gondola, I'm calling it now. This is my 75 auto train auto carrier undecorated. I have had this for years. I don't even know what I'm going to paint this thing into. I still need to modify the front and rear couplers for it because it's terrible. Too low. I need to get trucks for that. I'm thinking about painting that like a blue or something. I don't even know. But I'll figure it out. I have another auto rack car, but this is more like an Amtrak one if you think about it. This was the only one they had and I bought it. I got mad at that thing one time. I was like, I don't even know what I'm going to do with you. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I just sometimes I buy stuff and I hold on to it until I actually find an idea that it will actually work with. So, yeah, that's what I do. Oh, got my chassis system caboose out here. Really cool. But yeah, so you guys be cool. I'll see you later, alright? Peace, y'all.